Doing own voice over soft music. Ryan happily walked through the corridors of a university in excitement to see the love of her life, John Jungkook, her cold best friend. Ryan to herself, walk fast, girl. Ryan entered the classroom and her eyes keep on searching the person whom she wanted to see. And there he is. Her eyes sparkled with love towards that man and she approached him who was busy reading a book. Boom. Oh my god, Ryan, you scared me. Jungkook put his hand on his chest. Ryan laughing. Look at your face. Jungkook rolled his eyes and continued reading the book. Cook, what are you reading? Revising yesterday's note. Ryan poured. Come on, don't be a bookworm. Enjoy your life. You know this college days will never come back. Jungkook signed. You can say like that, Ryan, because you are born with a golden spoon in your mouth, but I am poor. I have to study hard now, then only I can secure my future. Why you have to secure your future when you have a rich best friend like me? Proud smile. Ryan, you won't understand unless you stand in my shoes. Okay, fine. Now stop arguing in this early morning. Jungkook again continued reading while Ryan keep on admiring his serious face. Ryan and Jungkook meet in the first year of college. Jungkook is an orphan, so after he turned 18 years old, he was sent from the orphanage to stand on his own feet. So he has taken a drop of 3 years because of financial problem. So in this 3 years, he got himself a part-time job to earn money for his graduation and keep on giving exam for scholarships. And finally, after 3 years, he got scholarship in one of the reputed college of Seoul, and he shifted there. At the time he met Ryan, as it was a college where only rich students are studying, so he kept himself away from all the students. But Ryan fell in love with him at the first sight when he introduced himself at the first day of college. So she approached him to be her friend. At first Jungkook avoided Ryan as he thought that Ryan might be someone like a rich spoiled Bart, but later he found that she is a sweet and humble and she only gives value to people's feelings and emotions. She never prays about herself being rich, rather, she behaves like a middle class girl. So, Jungkook accepted her friendship, but he is little cold, that's it. Cook, you go and get our treats. I will bring food for us. But Ryan, today let me buy. It's always you who buys the food. Ryan happily smiled at him. No, Cook, you should save your money. You need money more than me. And also, even if I buy this whole world, there will be still money left in my bank account. So don't worry, okay? Are you praising about yourself? Jungkook asked Wine with a raised eyebrow, and Wine chuckled. Did it sound like that? I'm sorry. I just mean that buying a meal is not a big deal for me. Cook, hurry up and get the seat before anyone take ours. Jungkook nodded his head and left to take a seat for both of them. Meanwhile, Ryan left to get food. Here, Ryan placed the food tray on the table, and the next thing she kept made Jungkook's eyes sparkle. Here, it's for you, a banana milk. Thank you so much, Viney. Ryan blushed at him, calling her Viney. Just to listen to that Viney, she always buy him banana milk. Let's eat, I'm so hungry. Jungkook nodded his head and both started eating. To be more specific, Ryan forcefully feeding Jungkook her meal too because she knows Jungkook only eat a meal a day, that too from university because he is saving money. Bye Cook, see you tomorrow. Ryan happily waved her hands at him and Jungkook nodded his head and headed to the other direction of Ryan. Ryan signed, you can never see my feelings for you. She headed to the car. Meanwhile, Jungkook just turned around from a distance and a small sweet smile appeared on his lips after watching Ryan heading to her car. Drive safely, Viney, Jungkook said to himself because Ryan can't listen it. It was his daily routine to wish Ryan secretly and then Jungkook left for his part-time job. Again, Ryan was happily walking through the corridors of a university in excitement just to see the love of her life, John Jungkook. But her smile vanished away when she saw a heartbreaking scene, that is Jungkook smiling and standing very close to the popular girl Jia. Gia is a popular girl, and not to forget, she is very beautiful. And almost all the university students, including nerds, bookworms, bad boys, playboy, what to say, even some teachers are also head over heels for her. An unknown fear rushed in Ryan's heart and body because Jungkook was smiling, to be more specific, blushing with her. He never blushed nor even smiled at Ryan, even if she tried her best to make him smile. Whined to herself, did he has feeling for her? Oh no, she immediately turned around and hid behind the lockers so as not to be caught by them. Wine peeked out from the lockers to see no one around, so she headed towards Jungkook to confirm her doubts. Wine entered the classroom today. It was odd. Jungkook was smiling while going through a book. Her heart was beating rapidly. Her heart was saying that today something bad is going to happen. So Wine took a deep breath and approached Jungkook. Jungkook looked up and closed the book in his hand and kept it inside his backpack after seeing Ryan, and his smiley face turned into cold, which got noticed by Ryan. What happened, Ryan? Today you didn't scare me as you always do. Nothing, not in a mood. Ryan sat next to Jungkook and kept staring at him, who got busy taking his things out of his backpack. Ryan gathered her courage and called him Jungkook. Jungkook turned around and frowned because it's the first time she called him full name. Yes, Viney, do you love someone? Jungkook frowned. What do you mean, Viney? I mean, do you have a girlfriend? Jungkook shyly looked down at his. No, I don't have, but Wine eager, but I have a crush on a girl. Wine's heart broke and the scene from morning came into her mind, but then too she asked him, who? It's a secret, Viney. I can't tell you. Why am I not your best friend? Jungkook sighed. It's not like that. I just wanted that girl to know my feelings first, then go and propose her. That's the thing, Vayani. She is rich. I can't simply go and propose her. What if she rejects me saying I am poor and didn't match her standards? So I have decided that first I will become rich and make up to her standards and then directly propose her to be my wife. Vine's heart broke more after listening wife, she shuddered because the one who she loves is thinking of making some other girl as his wife. Yeah, because I can never get such a good girl in my life. And why to waste time by first proposing her to be my girlfriend? I want her next to me 24/7, 365 days. Ryan's eyes filled with fresh water, but Jungkook didn't notice it because he was dreaming about his crush. So, excuse me, I have to use washroom. Ryan didn't wait for Jungkook's response and ran away to washroom. Ryan cried her heart out. The man she loved from 3 years was loving someone else, and now only a month is left for graduation. And she knows Jungkook will definitely become rich because he is very hard-working man, and then he will propose his crush. The thought of him with someone else made her cry more. Has already the classes have started, so no one is around the washroom. Wine to herself, I want to see my appa. Wine washed her face and left to see her appa after her mom's appa is her everything. Jungkook thinking why Wine is not coming. Today's class is very important for finals. Urged this girl. He slowly took his phone and messaged Wine. Jungkook message, where are you? Okay, it's been a long you left for washroom. Vine was driving, but she heard a notification sound on her phone, so she took the phone from the passenger seat, and her eyes turned teary on seeing the wallpaper. It was her and Jungkook's selfie, which Vine forcefully took with Jungkook. She parked the car sideways off road and wiped her tears and to read his message. Vine to herself, I was a fool all this time. Wine entered her house and then to her appa's office to see him working. Appa, Wine cried, called him with a shaking voice, and her appa looked up to see his princess with a swollen face. What happened, princess? Who cried? Who made my princess cry? Just tell me. Appa will make his life a living. Wine's dad said while keeping aside the file he was working on, and wine that's it. After hearing her dad's comforting words, she threw her bag somewhere in that room and ran to her appa and sat on her appa's and cried her heart out while hiding her face in his dad's cork of neck and hugging him tightly, which made Wine's dad more sad. Wine sobbing, Appa, he loves someone else. Wine's dad got what Wine was saying because she has already told her dad about her feelings for Jungkook, and her dad was okay with Wine loving a poor guy because his prince's happiness is what matters the most for him. And also, Jungkook has come to their house a lot of time for projects and group studies. So Wine's dad also loved Jungkook because he is a good guy. Baby, look at me. Wine looked at his face while sobbing. Baby, we can never force a person to love us back. The love should develop in them naturally, and forced love is not good. So I suggest you to accept the truth, and if you are his true friend, and also if your love for him is pure, you should let him go for his happiness. You get what Appa is saying, right? Vian painfully nodded her head because her Appa indirectly asked Vian to forget feelings for Jungkook. You can still have him as your best friend. Be grateful for that. Look, many people spoil their good friendship just because of their feeling. And I think I raised my daughter to value and pressurize each relationship. Vian again nodded her head and internally made herself calm by thinking that she doesn't spoil their friendship for her love towards him. Appa, you are the best, Appa. Vian's dad smiled, and you are the best daughter. Vian's dad peeked Vian's forehead, and Vian rested on her Appa's shoulder and tell everything what she saw today in the morning and what Jungkook said and all. Did you reply to his message? No, dad. Go and give him reply. Vine sobbed and finally wiped her running nose with a wet tissue and left to her room, taking her backpack. You will get someone who will love you with whole heart. Vine entered her room and took her phone and replied to him. Vine message, I wasn't feeling well, so I came back home. Vine just replied and switched off her phone and laid on bed. Unknowingly, her swollen, sore eyes got closed and she slept. Jungkook to himself, what she didn't let tell me anything. Jungkook on the way to cafeteria read Vine's message, so he immediately took his half-day leave and left to Vine's house. Oh, Cook, what brings you here? Uncle Vine, she messaged me she is not well. Vine's dad frowned at his word and then he remembered. Vine talking from morning. Oh, yeah, she has an headache. Come, she is sleeping. Jungkook and Vine's dad approached the living room and Jungkook sat on couch. You wait, I will call her. Uncle, it's okay. Let's wait till she wakes up. Vine's dad nodded and sat next to Jungkook. So how is your studies going and your job? Going good, and today I took a leave as Vine is not well, so I thought to spend a little time with her. Vine's dad smiled. Yeah, and I heard you got a girlfriend. Jungkook blushed and looked down at his. Vine told you, right? It's not girlfriend, uncle. Now she is my crush, but I soon want to make her mine after becoming rich. Oh, so she is rich. Yeah, he said while the little awkward face. Hey, it's okay. Love is blind, and I appreciate you that in spite of proposing her now you decided to first match her standards. Yeah, but I don't know how to become rich. Vine's dad nodded his head. At that time Vine came downstairs. Jungkook, what are you doing here? Viney, you okay? You said you are not well. Yeah, just a headache. Vine looked at her dad and her dad gave her a assuring sweet smile to make up Vine's mind. Vine went and sat next to her dad. Jungkook, I wanted to help you in becoming rich. Jungkook's eyes wide open in shock, whereas Vine's dad was all cool because he knew his daughter will never take a bad decision. Why and what are you saying? I mean what I say, Jungkook. I know my dad is your role model and inspiration and you wanted to become like him, so I will help you. How will you help me, Viney? Yes, after a month we both will be graduated and you have said that you are going to start a small business with all the money you have saved till date, and also I going to take over the president position in mine company along with dad, so I will help you with money. Jungkook's eyes filled with tears and Vine's dad proudly smiled at his daughter. No, I can't take your money. Then how will I be able to repay you? I am not going to start a business. What if it fails? Your money will be in vain. Who said I'm lending you money? Jungkook frowned. Then I'm going to be your first investor in your company. So yeah, I will invest a sum of money for your startup. Okay, then I will be your second investor. Jungkook started crying after hearing that. I'm very thankful to you both. I don't know what I have done in my past life to get such a good friend. Vine smiled with tears in her eyes, and Vine's dad patted her shoulder. After dinner, Vine's dad driver dropped Jungkook to his apartment. Like this, a month passed and they both graduated with good marks. In this 1 month, Ryan rarely saw Jungkook and Jia together, like only 2-3 times. So she thought maybe Jungkook is distancing from her just to focus on studies, and then afterwards he will propose her. Finally, the day came. Jungkook started his business with Ryan's dad help, as he helped Jungkook with a huge amount of money. So finally, I announce to you all the CEO of John Industry, John Jungkook. I hope you all will support him as you all have supported me. Ryan's dad is the world's top businessman. So today he himself arranged a party to announce Jungkook has a young CEO, and because all the other CEO believes in Weinstein blindly, so they all invested a sum of money in Jungkook's company, which helped him a lot. Thanks a lot, uncle. So Jungkook, now everything is set. Now only you need a secretary. Did you selected anyone? No, uncle, but I want you to select a one for me as you selected all the other employees for me. Okay, so I will give you one secretary. Uncle, just a request, I want a male secretary. Wine's dad chuckled. Okay, Wine's dad trimmed because he has already selected his secretary. Tomorrow your secretary will come to your office. Uncle, why Viney is not here? She has gone to her mom's grave, and you know when she goes to her mom's grave, the whole day she will be upset and lock her up in the room. But she will meet you tomorrow in your workplace. She told me. Vine's dad patted his shoulder while Jungkook sadly noted how he wished his true friend should be there with him today. But it's okay, today is also her mom's birthday, so he respected her decision and prayed just to make the day come to an end so that he can meet her tomorrow. Jungkook heard a door knock and come in. Jungkook was busy preparing everything for himself as he still didn't get his secretary, but suddenly he heard a feminine voice. Sir, I am your new secretary. Jungkook looked up to see. Why aren't you my secretary? No way, go back to your company. My company already have lots of trustworthy employees to handle, and more above Appa is also there. But no, you have done enough for me, and now I don't want you to take more burden on yourself. Jungkook said and was about to take his phone too call her dad and say to arrange another secretary, but Ryan took the phone from his hand. I forced Appa to make me your secretary because you need someone right now who has a quite more experience in business as you are new in this field. Jungkook thought, yeah, Ryan is right. Being new in business will lead to a lot of losses, so I will definitely need an expert advice. And Ryan is good in this field because she grew up seeing her father handle the top business in this world, so she agreed. Okay, fine, but I will not allow you to work. Just order me and make me work. Wine chuckled. For your kind information, you are the CEO and I am your secretary. Yeah, but when it comes to you, I can even become your servant. So, yeah, from now on, you are the CEO of John Industry and the John Jungkook will be your secretary. Only my sign matters. Wine internally cried, thinking if he also loved her back, then it would have been so good. But no, he loves someone else, and she is not a home breaker. So she shaked her head to remove her thoughts. Okay, so let's start our work, Wine said while showing her fighting sign, and Jungkook chuckled, seeing her determination to make him rich. Okay, ma'am, so let's begin our journey, sir. Both shake their hands. Like this, 3 years passed. Jungkook and Wine worked day and night. Jungkook became the top young businessman along with Wine's dad. Wine is still now his secretary because she likes being with him all the time and decided to work till he proposes his crush. Wine has never heard Jungkook talking about his crush after the last time she asked when they were studying. So she thought maybe he is still not ready to propose his crush, and Wine also doesn't ask him about the girl as he clearly said that he first wanted to let that girl know about his feelings. So Wine always got hurt by thinking about Jungkook being with someone else, but she believes that it's her fate and try to move on from him, but ends up falling more for him. Wine has noticed Jungkook looking at her without blinking, and also he taking care of her whenever she got slept due to overworking. Jungkook lay her down on his bedroom or cover her up with blanket preparing her coffee, and she has even felt him her forehead while she is sleeping, but when she wake up she thinks that it's a dream. One fine day now things have got more easy for both of them as now they don't have much workload on their head, and also there are lots of employees who can work for them happily. Wine was working while sitting on the CEO chair, and Jungkook was sitting on the couch working on his laptop. Winey, can you please get me a coffee? Okay, Cookie. Wine get up from the chair and left to the kitchen to make coffee. While she was returning back from the kitchen, she saw a girl coming towards Jungkook's cabin direction. Wine narrowed her eyes and she got a feeling like she has seen her somewhere. And that's when her brain hit her. She is Jia from her college days. Wine's heart broke as now she felt like the time has come for her to leave Jungkook. Her eyes got teary and the glass from her hand resulting the cup to broke. She screamed as the hot coffee fall on her feet and the employees came rushing to help her. What's taking Viney this long? He was about to go to check and he opened the door just to see hi Jungkook, long time no see. Jungkook narrowed his eyes at her, thinking deeply that he has seen her somewhere, but where at that time he heard Wine scream. Wyan, he rushed out of the room and saw a crowd surrounded, so he approached them and get in to see Wyan being injured. Wyan, what happened? Worry was clearly visible in his eyes and tone, and more above, his eyes were screaming pain, which Wyan is feeling now as if he can feel her pain. Nothing much, Cookie. The coffee spill on my feet. You okay? Come, let's get treated. But Jungkook didn't wait for her reply and carried her in bridal style to the medical room, and Wyan kept staring at him all the way. See, now you guys agree that we were right, sir loves ma'am a lot. We are saying this from the beginning of the company, but you guys won't accept it. Okay, fine, now we agree to you guys. So, has half of the employees already guessed Jungkook's love for Wyan, whereas other half weren't accepting, so now they agreed. Jungkook is really a true man from the college time how he has his eyes only on her from the day one of his college to still now. Saying this, Jia left smiling. Jungkook, no, I will not take that. Doctor, she will say like that, just take the injection. Okay, sir, ma'am, it will not hurt and will be finished in a second. No, Jungkook signed at Vine's stubbornness to take injection, so he made Vine turn around and took her on his and cherished her cheeks, looking directly into her eyes. Wine was all numb to process she sitting on her lovers. How she has always dreamed of this. She was so lost in Jungkook's touch over her cheek and his eyes that she didn't realize that the doctor took the injection. Jungkook smiled. See, it's over. Wine confused, huh? The injection. Now let's go home. And now no more work for today. But Jungkook carried her to his car and drove off to her in the house. Wine was deep in thought about the girl she saw. It was Gia, or was I hallucinating her as I keep on thinking about her? Maybe, yeah, she turned around to sleep and closed her eyes, but the scene from nursing room flashed in her mind and her cheeks turned reddish. She slept while blushing. Jungkook called. Okay, I will be there and no need to call Wine. Let her take rest. Jungkook cut the call as he got an important call from his assistant saying that there is a lady who came yesterday to his company for talking about some business and then he remembered the girl. Oh my god, Gia, it was you. You changed a lot. Earlier you used to wear like fancy clothes and now all professional, so I didn't recognize you. Gia chuckled. And you also become mature and gentleman to be more specific handsome. Time changes everything. Yeah, you are right. So did you propose wine? Jungkook wide open eyes. How you know? Come on, Jungkook. I saw everything yesterday. How you were having pain for her. And also I still remember the way you blushed when I teased you by her name while I gave you wine sketchbook when she forget and also she has only your sketches. Jungkook blushed. Not until now, but soon. Her mom's birthday is coming. Why on that day? Vine loves her mom so much, so yeah, I wanted to propose her on that day. Nothing special. All the best. Jungkook nodded his head. Well, believe that I came for business, so let's talk about business. Jungkook nodded his head, and both talk about business. Wine came to company even if Jungkook asked her to take rest, but no, she was feeling bored in house, so she came just to get her heart broken as she saw Jungkook and Jia happily walking out of the company and Jungkook opening the car door for Jia, and then Jia left and Jungkook went to his office. Wine painful smile. I was right. It was Jia. Now I should leave. My role is over, and I hope Jia will take good care of my cookie. Wine said and left inside the company. Jungkook's sweet smile. I should call my baby and ask her whereabouts. Jungkook was about to call Ryan, but the door opened. Ryan, why you came? You should have called me. I would have come to you. I am resigning. Jungkook's heart broke after listening to her. Why, Ryan? Now you are stable. Also, your crush came back. What if she doesn't like me with you? Jungkook frowned. Crush? What are you saying, Jungkook? Jia, isn't your crush for whom you wanted to become rich to meet her standards? Jungkook got it that Ryan has misunderstood everything, so Jungkook went to Ryan and hugged her. You are my crush, not Jia. Jia is our new business collaborator. She came to talk about business. I have nothing to do with her. Ryan looked up to see Jungkook's eyes, which were saying truth. But in college, I saw you both together. Ryan said about that day. Oh, that day she gave me your sketchbook, which you forget in the library, and we were smiling because we were admiring your drawing, and I was blushing because Gia teased me by your name after seeing the whole sketchbook was of my pics. Oh, I thought I lost that book. You didn't lost it, I have kept it safely with me. Then all this time you also loved me, yes, Pabo, and you just jumped into the conclusion. Us, you spoiled everything. Why in front? What I spoiled? My proposal. I was going to propose you. You can propose me now. No, I will propose you only on that day. Wine cutely ported. Okay, then I will wait. Wine was on her way to the place where Jungkook messaged her. Wine got out from the car and approached the date venue. Wine flinched when Jungkook back hugged her. It's me, and don't turn around. I will get shy if I will see your face and forget all the lines which I memorized to propose you. Wine chuckled and her cheeks turned reddish. When I love you from the first time you introduced yourself on the first day of college, but I ignored my all feelings just because you belong to a rich family and I am orphan and poor. But you made me your friend and later we become best friend. I was cold to you because I doesn't want to give you false hope. What if I can't become rich and then you will have to live the poor life has me, which I can't tolerate. And also, I lost my control whenever I saw those cherry lips of yours, which always distract me. Wine blushed more, so I tried to keep a distance with you, but you always close that distance. Wine chuckled. I didn't propose to you because, as I thought, it will affect our friendship. But then I came to know that you also love me, as your eyes were saying it loudly. So I decided to make up to your standard and then propose you for marriage. As I already told you before, I love you part 1. Please be mine. Give me a chance to make up for those whole past years where I didn't propose you and didn't turn the responsibility of being a boyfriend. So now I directly propose you to be my wife and let me do the responsibility as your loving husband. Wine's eyes wet teary, so she turned around and placed her lips on his, and he smiled before replying back to the then why you didn't propose me to fulfill the responsibility of a lover? You know now I only needed you. Jungkook signed, I know that you only wanted my love, but for my part it's make me think like I will not be a good boyfriend as I can't take you on date, can't buy you gifts, can't take you to have a dinner, can't fulfill your wish, can't buy you what you wanted as I don't have money. So by thinking that I withdraw myself from proposing you. But I was willing to spend all the money. That's the problem. I doesn't wanted you to spend money on me. Rather, I wanted to spend my money for you. I wanted to give you all the happiness. Okay, I understand you. Now you can propose me. Mine, you are my first friend, first best friend, first girl who took my heart, and the only girl whom I love with my whole heart, and my soul only wants you. Thank you for staying with me all this time without giving up on me and my struggles. I love you, Wine. Wine was about to reply him, but Wine, wait, before you reply to me, I want to give one more thing to you. Wine front. Meanwhile, Jungkook took a file and gave it to Wine, and Wine opened the file to read only to get a hard shock. Wine, wide open eyes. Are you crazy, Cook? All your property, company, your house, car, every single thing you owned in these 3 years is on my name. And you have nothing. It's saying you are just a caretaker of this property. Jungkook's sweet smile. Yes, I don't want any of that. And also, you deserve that more than me because what I am today is only because of you. So, you are the only honor of all that. And also, who said I don't have anything in my name? Wine front. I have John Wine with me, which is more than enough to live throughout my life. Cook Wine was a crying mess, and Jungkook kneeled down on his knees and took the red box and forwarded it to Wine. I love you, Wine. Will you be my John? Wine chuckled with teary eyes. Yes, I will be only yours. I love you too, Cookie. Jungkook happily smiled and put the ring on Wine's finger and pulled her to his before placing his lips on her. The end. Thanks for watching. Bye.